Okay, this section of video is to design it to present to you who are required to do the Lab 2. Question will be issued to the Moodle that around next week. So special notes to 2025 class. My current version of VM is just migrated from Windows 32-bit to Windows 64-bit environment. And a lot of tool has been already embedded inside the VM. However, some of the tool, if you want to have better features, especially doing the behavioral analysis and the um, detection of corpus strike beacons, maybe you need to install Beaconize, Event Log, Explorer, spelling is not correct, and then for the behavioral analysis of iauzzy, because we are only using one VM, this Wireshark cannot capture the looping network detector that is referring to the IP address of 172 127.0.0.1. So we need to install the npcap to achieve the objective. And then Timeline Explorer can check out any output from Hawabusa log. Then you can further doing analysis thereon. Then make sure one thing whenever you need to do the Lab 2, and if you want to have Chinese character displayed, maybe you need to do some modification, install the simplified Chinese language, and also go to control panel, region administrative, change the system locale to simplify Chinese. So after you finish everything, you need to disable the internet connection network adapter before playing any sample. So this time we are doing the behavioral analysis. We already identified the iauzzy or its version in system root called QQT. Need to access the port number 667, which seems using the IRC protocol. IRC protocol is a quite old protocol that um, uh, you need to install a IRC server. This year we changed the IRC server called Office IRC Server 3, which can be run at 64-bit environment. And then we still be able to use the IRC client called Xcheck, because Xcheck do have a trial license limit for 1 month. So this is not installed yet. You need to install it before you play with the sample. And then you need to follow the instruction like this. Because of time requirement, we already installed the IRC Xcheck client and also configure. So I won't show you how to install it in this VM. So in the behavioral analysis, we identify something interesting. For example, we have three different network three different domain name. One is the www.mmbass.com, another is snagisfs.org.hk. The last one is testirc.axcc.org. I think the most important thing is we need only test one domain name. And when we preparing these lab, we are not using FigNet to resolve the domain name, but we are correcting the host file to make it make the domain name of slash isf.org.hk can be resolved to the local host. So that is the way you need to go to Notepad or Notepad++, go to the Windows System 32 driver etc. and then make change of the snap iss.or.k by commenting removing the sharp character. So and then test check the pane. I have done it already. So other than that, we need to run unpacked iauzzy to make it generate QQT. And also my VM currently configured, we already ran the iauzzy and QQT is ready. So we can do some other activity, open process hacker, clean up any unnecessary non-essential process tree, and then try to type some command, confirm SUSE is on or whatever, and then you can try the different command. Currently, we only have 3 or 4 system command we'll try. I mean, the malware system command can try. If you want to exit the channel, you need to type path. And then after that, you need to kill the QQT for cleanup before you do anything. So what we are going to do, we need to identify, it seems there's some QQT command or the samples command to type in the IRC client, which is that is check to see how the malware respond. But we run the malware inside, I mean, running the QQT inside the x64 DBG debugger. So we can using a bin, of course, we can using bin text and put the sample QQT or iauzzy into the bin text, and then do a sorting. You will find quite a lot of command, exclamation mark command, which I call it QQT command. And you can learn some more IRC commands such as nick, ping, par, kill, join, or whatever. But I'm not going to show you this. If you have interest, you can go to /help to find out how the IRC command be executed. If you still want to access an IRC server, I think still there are some IRC server active in the internet. So now we go to the code analysis. That means we analyze the QQT inside or iauzzy inside the IDA pool statically, and we try to find out where is the important function. This purpose of this exercise is try to show you how I do the code analysis by using disassembler. Okay, now let us change to the VM to show you how I using IDA poll. Okay, now you see my VM. Because of time reason, I already do some configuration, and then now let us first to do it. Either we do the checking for some of the function. How about we using an old way to find what is the important function. So length of the, I mean the size of the code should be have some relevant information, so that do a sorting of the size of the function. So you will see that 4016EA is the largest one, actually, based on the existing setting. For example, we are coming from the start, and then start will go to 4014XC, and 14XC may call some other function. For example, one of the I think that is encryption and decryption function is 401283. And after that, if the registry and the QQT already in file system, so by checking these, there is a branching the QQT when it's running, it will go branching to this location, and then create a thread, and then finally do some other thing, and then both of them will call to 40168, which is the largest size. So let me go to this larger size. Okay, this larger size seems is the main program. So let me rename it. To rename a function, we click on the function of the offset zero, and then try to make change type n. I just type n, and then I try to type the function name. I still keep the address there so that more easier for me to recognize it. And then you will see quite a lot of function here. And actually from this diagram, you can move along and check what function it is going on. And for example, you see the sysinfo, and then you can see some other function, for example, exit, bye bye, reboot, and some other may have interest, and then cool, and then we can do some more function and others, and actually join top, top is here, join is into top, and then we find Nick. Oh, this seems the equivalent to the IRC command, and then we'll be able to find clone. It seems clone that means create another copy of the process or another copy of QQT, I guess. And then at the end, it will provide a lot of function that we want to know. For example, here you will run different version of Windows system that will perform different features. So that is one of the location. And bear in mind, every time when you go to a function, if you want to see how it relates to the start function, you may be able to find cost reference graph from. I am not correct. Let me try it again. If you want to trace the upper level of the calling function, we should use cost reference 2. We see we start 4014XC and then come to this one 4016A. Okay, so if you want to find anything below that 4016EA may call, you can go to cost reference 2. So then I go to 4014XC. This seems during the first part, we have already analyzed it in the code and static analysis. It only do one thing, mainly make a copy of itself, create a file, and then it will go to find out the name, calling the encrypt function from trying to find the new name that will be copied to itself to the system root that is QQT. After obtaining this and make some checking, see whether it's QQT or iauzzy. If iauzzy, it will go to this location. And then the others, finally, it will modify the registry key. And of course, the final one is to kickstart the QQT and then go to exit. Yeah, this is exit. So by checking cost reference from and reference to, you may be able to find quite a lot of interesting things right here. We click this and then cost reference from it. Obviously, you'll see similar to the 4016EA because it called 4016EA. So if we right call it to 2, then you will find it start we go to here. And because of the function, it will create a file called QQT. I would like to rename it type N and rename it as dropper because it dropped the file called QQT. So other than that, I would like to draw your attention. Let me go to the encryption and decryption routine. So if we go right here, and you will see I don't see a lot of from here. I don't see a lot of the API call. Of course, it's a cross reference from here. You only see it called the 40339C and then malloc and then left it. So its function is so simple. We don't know what is 40339C, but we can try to find call the call statement right here. So I click it here. It's only some kind of function without looping, but it seems change of the return something, and then it has some exclusive or function, and then move some other things, and then it's so I think this is encryption on decryption function, and because there's a loop right here, a loop right here, and then these two loop will do. I think this 40339C do not have this function of doing encryption and decryption. This is because it is not inside a loop. It is only a way, I think it may be able to checking how many character that input data need to be encrypted or decrypted. It just calculates something. And an encryption and decryption function should be encoded here, especially at the exclusive or compound EAXEDX. So I will try to make sure what is the address is under 4012DF. So that is the address I want to concern. So I think if that is encryption function, let me try to rename it because the encrypt or decrypt, I try to using decrypt first. Okay, so it is a decrypt function. Now let me go to course reference 2. From this, you have a nicely content. We have the main right here. We have the dropper, and then we have start. And then if we analyze, if we further need to analyze these 4 items, once we get it, we can have a very nicely record. Let me try to force you to be 4040 to be 37. Okay, it seems because this is the function prolog, I think this is a function, and because it's on the top. Let me see whether based on the API call, I can find out what is the features of this function. I will try to check going into the course reference from and check this pink color API, see if I can find it what it is working with. So it has a call called internet code handle write file, create file, open internet, and then open URL. So maybe that is some kind of open FMA URL. It can download some information, some file, I think, and also can respond by sending the send. So I just using the name and by pressing and I will try to or I would like to call web d down DL web download. Okay, so I go back and find the another one that is the RVA is 2CA3. RVA means the relative virtual address. The full address, virtual address is at the image base. Image base is 400000. So I just remember 2CA3. Okay, so let me type go G 402 CA3. Here we got another function. This is also the function prolog. If I go here, I right click and go to course reference from, similar to the above one. This is sample is quite structured. It's easy to understand. but in some other it may have some difficulty. It check the time and then random number, and then it will go to internet, do some other things, post handle, open internet Wi-Fi, internet open, uh, string cat, clean up, exit process. Hmm. It relays some activity. If I would like to say, how about this? I don't know exactly. Maybe I call it browser. I go to rename it, type and actually those kind of renaming is just some reference to yourself, not necessarily 100% correct. So the last one is 2C14. 2C14. I type G 2C14. Also functional uh, functional product. But this time is we see the download or not download. Maybe this should be a download instead of the previous one. We've got the download. Okay, so maybe I need to go back to before 01283 encryption function, check the cross-reference to graph again. So I have the download, I have the web download browser. Well, I think maybe we need to make some other change, but why not we just keep it right here? Because our major objective is to try to understand the relationship of the QQT indeed. How about right now we change back to the slide so that we can find out some more hints where I should further amending or renaming of the IDA pool. Okay, we go back to our slide. So we need to, yeah, we need to check uh, whether we can do a sorting based on the same thing in this slide I have already shown you in the VM previously. I don't get further hints on this slide, but somehow I actually prepare a detailed code analysis and static analysis activity. And actually also we start from the 148C and then try to find out the encryption function 12AC A3 and then some other thing to go to exit process based on 14XC, and then I can find exclusive OR function and go to 339C, which is calculate the size of the input, and then go back. Yeah, actually, we can further go in the details of RVA of 16EA 306A, blah, blah, blah. And I leave this to you. You may have interest to try to do it. But now I'm going to kickstart the IRC server. I'll try to see whether I can communicate with the QQT and ask QQT to do receive some instruction from me, for example, to open a notepad. So I stop it right here, and then we go to the VM after I explained to you about this slide. So the first thing we need to load the QQT. Okay, after loading the QQT in X32DBG, we need to go to the user code, and then we do a sorting of findings, the string, and then we do a sorting, and then after the sorting, we shall be able to find four major function I want you to try, and I would do it in this demo. The first one is the ID, second one is sysinfo, third one is run, and then log in, and then run again. So we need to set breakpoint. Those breakpoint will be able to ties to the for function for QQT command that I want to show you in the VM. I will go back to our VM and then I go to minimize it. Sorry, my settings always coming out annoying things. Okay, as usual, I turn on my process hacker. Now I need to open Win32DBG, see if I have the capability inside my window root, I mean the system root. Yeah, I have capability here. Make sure I don't have capability running. If I do have capability running, I need to kill it. Otherwise, it will jeopardize my analysis. And also, I need to make sure is my the host file. I need to make some modification. I use Notepad++ because previously I have opened the Notepad++ with the host file. Host file slides in Windows System32 drivers etc host. So I changed these remove this so that the snag isf.all.hk will be solving to local address. Of course, you can change once 127.0.0.1, but basically they are the same. I will save it and then close it, and then before I open the QQT, let me do a ping. Ping ISFS, can't remember that one. Okay, ping snag isf.all.hk. It works, it resolved. So the network settings okay. So I just want it to be resolved like that. So what I have to do is drag the capability key to the X32DBG. By default, it will stop at the location of the ntdll.dll. Why? Because of address and also the heading show it is like that. So I need to go to the user code region. So click once. So I have the user code region. It stopped at the start just 11CB. Double check, are there any breakpoints set up? No, it seems okay. So in this region, let me right click, go to search for current region, try to find the string reference. You see a lot of string right here. So I do a sorting in string. You see Kong and all of the ID, login, create, reboot, remove, restart, run, sysinfo. Okay, so I want a couple of them. For example, I want the ID, right click right here, and then toggle the big prawn, and then log in with the big prawn, and then go to the run, go to the big prawn, and I also go to sysinfo. So I have 4 big prawn right here. When I go to the big prawn uh, window, I have 4. So I go back to CPU. Before right now, I pause. It is not running yet. So I want to using the iauzzy client XChat to connect uh, to my IOC server. Through the IOC server particular channel, I can talk to the QQT. So let me kickstart the extract. Actually, right now I have already configured the Office ILC. I've already kickstarted or running as a service, and I also added these network pointing to 127.0.1. So I just click connect. Once okay, it should be able to see my screen. I do have the ILC client. So let me try some command first. List. You see, I have no channel exists. Oh, that is the current user is brand 2. Let me try to create a nickname called Frankie, and then you see everything. Okay, so right here, I only have the I have not never I have never joined any channel, but what if I want to let the QQT running without making change to the make without any changes meeting any of the uh, breakpoint, because all the breakpoints QQT command. I have not typed anything inside the IRC um, channel. So if I click, there's no breakpoint running, everything is running. But right now, if I want to do something, if I want to do who, now I have one user, and then we see a Su channel exit, and some user called PJL is right there. Then how about let me try to type list, and list I have only one channel. So now I need to join this channel so that I can talk to the agent of QQT. The agent is called PJL. Now let me type slash join sharp. Okay, I'm inside. Because previously I already run this before. You see some other old things, but I have this time I have PJL, which is the agent for the QQT. So let me type one command called ID. I want to know the ID. So because I set the breakpoint, I'm expecting the X32 DBG holding of QQT will start at the breakpoint that I have previously set. Yeah, I'm right. Now you will see that here, you will see, okay, the breakpoints right here. When you type the ID, and then you will type, you will see that it will try to make some comparison. If that is ID, it will call some the time, and then when I look down, there's nothing interesting except I find something here showing the snapshot version 1.2, 1.0, and then running, blah, blah, blah. I guess the ID may receive this information, so I temporarily set a breakpoint right here and then keep run. Yeah, I'm correct. It will gather this, and then by calling the C programming command printf to send it out. So I don't need to do anything, then I click run. Yeah, this information shows to my IRC channel. Now let me try to type another command, this info. Okay, stop access info previously is ID. Then if I step a couple item, and then it would jump, and then it would try to find this info, and it will say something. Then how about I just click run. You stop at the sysinfo, and you will see sysinfo right here, and then you will see some other information. You will check 95 or 88 or ME. Okay, it scans see whether the existing VM is in which version of Windows. So I just let it run. It's running, but there's something replied that is uptime to NT 6.29200. I think this is the version number of my existing VM, Windows 10. So this time I would like to try another command. For example, let me try to run a Notepad. You stop at the run, but here it seems some login command right here. And then it will say if everything is okay, and then find if that is Notepad. Notepad is the thing that I type in my IRC channel. So see, I step. See whether I can hit this. Is unfortunately it jumped not to here. It jumped to some other location. It seems that it doesn't write. If that is the case, how about I click run? So nothing comes out. So this time I think I may need to log in first. But usually log in I need a password. So how about I type login password? See what happened. Okay, login password. You see, login is okay, and then password. So some kind of comparison right here. And you will see also the 4012A3, there's something we call what? We call the encryption and decryption. So same time, I just set a breakpoint right here and then run at this location. Now you see one thing. I see EAX register is 00 and the EBX one, yeah, this location. How about dump it in the dump window one? You see something right here. And then once it call it, it will come out something compare with their password. Now pay attention for each step over slowly. I take away from the big point, step over one thing. Now you see something coming out after the decryption. A word in here is called video. Let me dump this to EX to dump to, and you see video right here. And then that is the dump one previously. Are they the same? I think this is the before, this is encrypted things, and this is decrypted thing. However, we don't know how the encryption decryption be handled, but I'm quite sure this is the way if we want to analyze how the decryption and encryption capability of each character, we should jump into it to further analysis. But this demonstration only show you how I using the IRC channel to communicate with the sample in certain way. So let me skip this and then let it run. What I have to do is to remember this video thing. So I try to make a copy of it. Copy the selected I videos, WIEDO. So let me click run. Okay. So now it may leave because the time have been timed out, but once I let it run, it will rejoin it again. This time, let me type login. The password is WIEDO instead of password. Now it stopped at the login. Don't worry, let it run. Now you see Chinese character. Do you need help? Oh yeah, it seems okay. I already logged in. So it's go keep running. It's not paused. Now let me try Notepad. And then start in Notepad, run. It doesn't work. Okay, is it? Oh no, it just stopped it here. Let me run. Let's run it. Okay. Oh, I typed wrong. I log in successful. I should type one command, QQT command, and then type Notepad. And then stop here and then run. Well, Notepad is coming out. Of course, in process hacker, you can see the Notepad coming from the parent is QQT. That is the purpose of the demo. Let me go back to the slide so that see whether I can have some more demonstration can show you. Okay. The last time when we are talking about how to type the command and then I do the demo in the VM for you. Actually, I this year encode provide you two more slides. And actually, one slide is quite interesting when I tried to play with the sample without according to the order that I showed you in the previous VM demonstration. And I tried to run try to execute the QQT command run. And once I got to run and try to run Notepad, you will see that the Notepad is right here. And then if I skip it without pressing the play, if I you running the step one by one step, and actually I scroll down and find something quite interesting called this Chinese character. And I am thinking if I type the notepad instead of I just type in the login, and then instead of notepad I type this one, what will happen? Or maybe I instead of type the this command. So I let you try if you have time, and you will see something outcome, and then you may see explore some more additional function from the QQT. So I always have a problem. How can I detect how can I find out QQT? How can I solve the encryption function? I won't show it to you very clearly, but actually, if you are working on the Lab2, you will be able to find it out. But actually, before that, I would like you to have a look at my slide when I doing the testing of the previous exercise. Once I try to jump in at the address of the encryption function. And once I jump in, and actually, if I find the windows in a particular location, and I can find out the 4012A3. If I jump in 4012A3, I suppose be able to figure out which encryption or decryption algorithm is using what is the key. And the exercise of Lab2 is asking you to do the exercise on the coming slide, and then you find out what is the how you can get the answer. So let me stop here and then see whether I take out the instruction and you find out how you find out the how you handle the lab. Actually, inside this slide, and I intentionally take away something right here, and inside, if you jump into the encryption routine, I have another record to you, and if you want to uncover how I can do it, you can make reference to it, but try to finish the Lab2 by your own self instead of doing the cheat sheet to find out the answer. It will destroy your interest to learn how to do the reverse engineering. But one more thing I would like to address to you. Actually, the encryption routine algorithm is exclusive for all. Exclusive for all is a byte by byte changing the encrypted data or to do the decrypted function. So it is simple because the same key can handle the decryption and encryption function. So I use another tool called exclusive search. So if I type exclusive search with the command S, you actually can do it by your own self, and it keep inside the tool basic exclusive search, and then type command with the S. And after that, you can type the file at QQT, and because I know MMBETS is one of the decrypted domain name, so I type it, you generally give me the key of A9. And then QQT, if I type QQT, it gives me the FB. And then if I type the ISF, it gives me FB. And if I type 8HCC, it gives me 89. So if you want to find the decryption key and function in Lab2, you find a particular virtual address. And if you find the EAXECX register, the lower byte of them, one of them is any of these key, that means it will decrypting the character right there. Another thing I want to show you, I always have different question to my own self. That is, if I want to change QQT, can I edit the binary to achieve the objective? So the first thing is I need to find QQT in this binary QQT or iauzzy lab.exe. However, I cannot find it because it was encrypted by the key of the FB. So what if I know that is location? So I try to find the location. Its location is at offset 3F09 because the exclusive OR search give me the hints. QQT lies in this location. So I'm using the file inside in-flight, and you can install it in our supporting tool. Once you install, you open iauzzy, it must be a decrypted one. So you see the entry points of 11CB, and then I can do a search to find the absolute address of the free F09 is starting on here. You will see 8A, 8A, 8F, and then D5 and 9E, H3, 9E. So if we can confirm this encryption and decryption, then I will be able to find out whether it is the thing that I want or not want. So let me do a demonstration by using calculator in confirming my assumption in the let me work in the VM. Okay, I am in my VM. I don't need these things, but I still let it running. Then I try to turn using a calculator. Turn on a calculator and change it into programmer calculator. You see the function, I need to use a hexadecimal or decimal. So let me, first of all, based on my checking from my dumping the file record, I find a character, for example, 8A. Let me type 8A. I want to do an exclusive OR with the key. What's the key? Key is FB. So it comes out to what? 71. So what is 71? What is 71? I let you to check. If you find 71, basically is Q. And then another one is 8F. Let me do 8F. Exclusive OR, the same key FB is 74. That is QQT, that is T. So, and then you can find out this later on. So if I want to change QQT into some other thing, it's easy. I can change it at the source binary on the offset of 3 F09 and change into MMC, for example. So what I have to do to calculate using this calculator to find the right hexadecimal character and put it inside. So it come out the binary you call MMC. So I like you to do this is non-requirement, non-compulsory requirement for you to do the lab. If you want to do it, so you may be able to understand how to use the debugger to modify the binary, which is in PE format. And once by that, you can using that to modify the content or outcome or even the domain name. That is the same way why I changed the binary in using the domain name that I would like to use. So thank you for listening to my demonstration on the lab number 2. I hope you like this